Welcome, 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 and here we are to our nice little guy again, and I just love seeing this guy bounce around. Kind of funny. Just make him bounce. He goes, "Giggle." But I wanted to introduce you guys to scripting today, and I wasn't, but we need it for animation, so gonna have to jump into those waters pretty soon anyway. So here we are on this lovely morning. Hope you guys are doing great. Now, in Unity, we have script classes. And how you make a script is pretty easy. You go into your asset folders and you just go right click, and you can either make them in C# or Java. I'm doing C# right now, but we could do a little Java later. But all you gotta do is go click down, hit which one you want, and this name right here for your script must be the same as this, which, where is that script? Now, here's an easy way to find a script if you need to find it. Go to your script that's on your little guy, click right here, not this part, but this. It'll find it in your project. And in order to put a script on an object, you just have to take this, drag it over, and see that little plus comes up? Now just release your mouse and it'll put it on there. Or you can go to add component, go to scripts, and mine's populated, but you can just hit my scripts and there you go. Bam. Now, lovely console, doesn't matter, but you can go into script. Now, we haven't really talked much about the classes and things like that in Unity just yet, but you might be familiar with a few of them. These are variables. Now, this is an integer. This is just a whole number. Okay, and I'll show you. This, num. That's what we called it. Whole number. See, you can go positive or negative. No biggie, right? So now we got this flutter, whatever you want to call it. I just gave it a name. Think of this as money because it's got decimal points, and as soon as it gets to 99, it will actually go to the next whole number. So it's like money. You know, if you're an adult or whatever, you can count money. That's no big deal, right? Easy peasy. Now these transforms, now we've already discussed what this actually is in game, which is nothing but this right here. And it also is a game object. We haven't discussed, I believe, a string. A string is just basically like text. You text somebody, you're going to be sending a string to them. That's it. And we can go equals right here in the variable. Then we gotta go with them to whatever. And see all this text that's yellow? It will actually be equal to that. But we're not assigning it in here, because this is what we're going to use to find something. Now, we know what a game object is, but we don't know what this private means. Private means it's not in the expector. So you see these like little white text? That's what you're going to see in the inspector if it's a public. Now, if this isn't here and there's nothing and you just go int, it will not show it in the inspector. But as a tip for you guys, you can still see it. You just got to go up to here, this three little lines right next to the little lock thing. You can go debug, and it'll show you all these weird numbers. Don't even worry about it. It's fine. But you see this go underscore obj game object? Well, this is go underscore. See how it says private? but you can still see it if you're in debug mode, which is very useful sometimes, but not so much some other times. Now, we have this awake function, which this is actually a function, okay? It's an awake. Think of it as when you first wake up, okay? You first wake up, you haven't had a thought or anything else. That is basically what this is. There's a lot of things that won't work in this awake function right here. And like it says, use for initial, initialize. I can't say that word. This is start. You're out of bed, you done started today. Bam, that's what it is. Now this runs before this. Now this update is called every frame. This is called a bunch of times. Now, you see this fixed update? This is called a bunch of times, but it's used for mostly physics. Physics. Because this can actually run, I've heard people saying it's ran like 4 times a frame. Like, I'm talking like, your computer's doing 150 billion frames. Well, guess what? This is done 4 times that. That's a lot. But it's used for physics, which, you know, if you're pushing rigid bodies around and things like that, that's going to be useful for you because you want it to be able to push it before the video card has to respond. And we just put a simple if statement in here. That this is, just think of this as, okay, you're asking a question. Question mark, right? You take this go obj.transform.name, and name takes a string, which my name is a string. If it's not this, if it equals the my name, then it does this, which we will see the problem with this code, which I slap together in 5 minutes. Now, go obj equals gameObject.find. We're finding an object, and it's the string name, which is our variable. Now, this is a bool, okay, a public bool, and it's false from the get-go, you know, and think of this bool as a yes or no question. Yes, true, false, yes, no, that's all it will ever be. And we're asking it, is it active in a hierarchy? Which active means these little things. Is he on or is he off? Is he on or off? That's it. Simple as that. And, you know, is trans not equal null? Hey, cool. Now, let's see what this code actually does. Dancing fool. Hey, this is fixed update. This is update. Where's my awake message? Did I not put any? Oh, okay, this is a prime example of why some things cannot run and start. See, we have this gameObject.find right here. But see, the thing is, it's already started. So, because it's already started and everything else, it goes down to this. Well, it hasn't found it yet, because it takes these calls, finding object like name, is remarkably slow. It's like the worst thing you can do. So it never gets to do this. And it can't do this late update because the name's already been changed. See what I'm saying? If it equals my name, hey girls. If it doesn't do this,